Okay, what about corps members who are already serving in one of these states that you mentioned? If they request to be redeployed, are their cases usually considered?
Oh yes, we give top priority to it. Let me use this opportunity to say everything is not bullet, everything is not bomb. When we post a corps member, even for the mere fact that even the employer will either harass the corps member or not give adequate welfare to the corps member, we don't waste time in reposting the corps member out of the place. So, not to talk of where life is involved. So once such corps members have indicated interest, we automatically relocate the corps member or we repost as the case may be.
Well, sorry, Mark. Let me take this message from Tosin. She wants to know, she's asked a simple question. Must corps members be posted to these states at all, the troubled states?
Yeah, you have to know that when you are dealing with the law, you must comply. Corps members will be posted so that you comply with the act establishing the NYSC. That's number one. Number two, I've explained to you, as we speak, even in Kanu, Yobe, and Adamawa and the rest, the place is not empty. There are human beings living there. What happens to their wives who are corps members? Are you going to say that you are, because you have security challenges there and their husbands are there and they want to be posted there, are you going to say they won't be posted? So in doing the assignment, you must make sure that you comply with the law establishing you, and at the same time, you must take into consideration what is happening around you.
Well, I think compliance doesn't mean that we should put someone at risk. We have seen cases where they have been some form of target. We all served and we knew how fun it was for us then, not now that we have enmeshed some ourselves in this kind of chaos. Some would still think that those states, since they have emergency rule in those states, it means that, well, those are risk areas for us not to post our young Nigerians. So don't you think?
Yeah. Thank you, Suleiman. You got it right, yes. And that's why the NYSC is not daft. The NYSC has gone further to make sure that you do not hold the orientation at that place. Like I told you, we are deploying 97,000. As I speak with you, every camp has its own capacity. So at the time we have done the deployment, we are now not going to do the orientation in these states. That's why we're taking them to safer zones. But at the camp, all those who have indicated interest that they are not going to such states, you won't see them there. I think that is that's the action we have taken, and we are complying, and we know that these are the challenges that we have, and we are putting things in place to solve them.
Now, one of the things that comes to mind is also the elections. It would seem that the batch of corps members who will be going, say about September or this month, will still be there sometime in February when the elections will be taking place. Do you have any? Are you putting in place any strategies for corps members to stay safe during the elections as well, or will they not be involved?
No, the corps members are not going to be in camp in February. The corps members will be there doing their youth service, yes, in February when they have been posted. We have 3 batches. As I speak with you, you have the 2014 batch A. They are there serving. They will still be there in February. But what we have done is that during the election, all corps members will be protected, like you saw what happened in Ekiti and other states. The security agencies have been mandated to protect all the corps members. And let me use this opportunity to let members of the public to know. The corps members that are used during the election, their job ends at the polling booth. and you find out that between 8 o'clock and 3 o'clock, when the election must have stopped, their job, latest by 4 o'clock, it has ended, and from there they will go. By that time, all the security agencies have been told to be alert. They will be the ones to escort them back to their homes, and at the police station also they will give them protection. So I do not think that the corps members will have any security threats during the election. Definitely they will participate in the February election that will be coming out, just as they are going to participate also in the Oshu election.
Okay, could you tell us what the procedure is for students who didn't study in the country who are supposed to participate? Because Sadiq, for example, is saying that some of the foreign students were not allowed to serve because they didn't have a certificate or so. What's the procedure if they want to serve?
Now, all Nigerian prospective graduates who have completed their studies, have graduated and have their certificate, they go online to register, and after registering online, they still have to come to the NYSC headquarters in Abuja with all the documents they have submitted, their certificates, and present them so that we will verify them and confirm that they are genuine. Immediately that is done, they are deployed to states for their services, and during the time they are registering, they indicate where they are going to pick their call-up number letters. So they go to the NYSC states where they have indicated, pick up their call-up letter, and they report with their colleagues for the national service during the orientation. There is no foreign trained graduate that is stopped from registering. Anybody who is telling you that he was prevented from registering, the person is not telling you the truth. But we have people who did not graduate, but because they have finished their exams, they now want to be mobilized. But the law says you must be a graduate, not a prospective graduate. That you finish your exams does not mean that you have graduated. The university must declare you as having graduated and your results out. Because we will not take somebody who has not graduated and post to go and do youth service. That will be running foul to the law. So anybody who is telling you that he was not allowed to be mobilized, that person has not graduated.
All right, another question is Batch C, has it been cancelled? There are those who think that they've heard that mobilization for Batch C corps members has been cancelled. Can you confirm, is that the case?
No. Batch C is on. In fact, the next batch, the Batch C, will commence November. The orientation will commence November 4th. All things being equal. That's when it will commence. Immediately we finish the Batch B orientation exercise, the mobilization process for Batch C will start immediately. And let me use this opportunity to let members of the public know that with the Batch C, everything will be done online. Corps members will go online, do registration, and then we will now get the Senate approved list from all universities and polytechnics and use it to match what they have given to us. Only those whose names are in the Senate approved list who have graduated will be mobilized and deployed. Now you don't need to travel again to your institution to go and pick call-up letter. That's now a cake. You will sit at the comfort of your room or go to any cyber cafe and print your call-up letter and proceed to your camp. We are going to capture biometrics of every prospective corps member. We are using these to eliminate those who are fake corps members, those who did not graduate or who think that they can do the youth service by proxy. This will be a thing of the past. So with effect from Batch C, everybody will go online, and the call-up letters will now be printed. You will print your call-up letter, just like you have JAMB, where people go online and print their results. So that's what's going to happen. I assure you, by C is coming on stream.
All right. Thank you for speaking with us today, Mr. Ani.
Yeah, but before you go, please, one more thing I need to say. I want to let the public to know that because we know that we're dealing with these core members, these are our youths, and we care for them, the NYSC, we have realized that paid jobs are not there. And government or salary jobs cannot be available for everybody. The NYSC has taken the bold step to now go into skill acquisition. It starts during the orientation. We have the income training, where all the core members will be exposed to different skill sets. You choose anyone you want. And by the time you are giving training, you are introduced into it. After the orientation camp, you have the post-camp skill acquisition, where we expect core members to take interest.
All right, so
and after that, by the time they are graduating, we will now give them soft loans. We are collaborating with Bank of Industry,
we'll get the message,
CBN,
we
and so
have to
many
wrap it
other
up.
institutions for them to do.
All right, thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you very much,
Director of
Chamberlain.
Mobilization for the NYSC. We'll be back after this break. Please join us again.